Hello world. I've made a couple of shorts last week or so on the site that is on my property, pre-clovis Paleolithic era, and a couple of shorts I've done on some of the artifacts, effigies, tools that I've found. This is my first video, so couldn't sleep. It's middle of the night. I figure I'd bring you out here and do a little bit of digging with y'all, or let y'all see me doing a little bit of digging here. I'm sitting on top of my big, you can hear the size. I'm sitting on top of my big bird boulder effigy, statue, totem. I'm not sure what you'd want to call it, but so I'm gonna turn the camera back around and do a little bit of digging, just show the rocks, not really talk much. And the rocks are dirty, so if something really gets my fancy, then I will go a little bit further into cleaning it, take it inside and examining it more. But with these boulders that I'm pulling up, the big bird I'm sitting on, the bird that's over here towards my right, and it's dark, so I'll pan over that before I start digging. All the totems, are the big boulders, they are surrounded by all these little rocks, and 95 to 97% of the rocks that are around them, I can 100% tell for sure that it is a tool or some type of artifact, effigy, rock art. Through this site that's in my yard, I find a lot of birds and human portraits, every now and then, and a lot of tools. I was just referring to just the effigies, the rock art. So I have them from all sizes. Now the radius off of my property, this site that I'm seeing is very, very large. You know, we were told growing up that pre-clovis, Paleolithic era, that they were nothing but wanderers, you know, hunter-gatherer wanderers. They never stayed in one site or or built a community. And with what I'm living on, I have to disagree with it 100%. There's no way that anybody could change my mind at any other way, because a hunter-gatherer, they would come to a spot and maybe leave a few things, you know, and then be gone. What I'm sitting on, my yard right now is where I'm pulling out these big totems. I'm going to use them to line my driveway and display them again. They don't need to be buried, covered up. Forgive me, brain fart. So anyways, some people could be like, well, you know, they're just rocks. Okay, that's fine. They're just rocks. But it's hard to deny that the rocks are continuing. Mother Nature cannot sculpt the same rock over and over and over and over and over again, so that it's in the same pattern. It's making the same shape. From rocks this big that I have in the house, or you'll see within the dirt here, I'll pull some small sizes out. From a rock this big to I'm just going to turn it around for a minute. to boulders. I'm kind of pushing some dirt back on it. I do have it loosened up. This is the one that's going to go like the beginning of the driveway. See it moving. I've got it loose. I just can't pick it up because it is that big of a boulder. Bird's tail. You see right here, bird's part of its wing. Anyways, tail, wing, beak, eye. All right. Now, when I get it stood up and cleaned up, I'll have to. I believe there's another bird head, a smaller bird with this big bird statue. But so the reason I'm saying that is because, okay, there. I think that's a bird head. I do believe. Beak. So that might be another bird on top of this big bird. See, let me come over here some. So oh, when I turn that, I could turn it over. I mean, it's all I can do, but I can turn it over. I'm gonna have to get a friend to help me actually pick it up and take it to the front of the driveway. But when I flipped this one over last night, I'm catching the portrait, like I said, on my site or my yard. Anyways, I'm finding a lot of birds and human portraits. And the effigies. Every once in a while, I'll find other cats. Looks like when I say birds, they're in all different positions, and different birds. I've got some that I swear is a cardinal. If you watch one of my shorts where I'm building like a corner cage in the living room, all the rocks that I go through in that cage, they're birds. If you actually slow down and look at each individual rock, you'll end up seeing the birds. But that whole cage is birds. And when I finally get it finished, that's what it's going to be. Probably 3 to 5 society finches and a crocodile lizard down in the bottom. Oh, so anyways, I'm rambling now. There's another boulder. Large rock that I can pick up and move that. Like I said, I'm gonna have to have my buddy come help me get that one out. 2 different faces. I meant the whole head with the nose. And right now, shadows work a lot on these. But so the nose, the mouth, the eye. All right, so that's as big. Now, a lot of these stones, I hope I'm not rambling on. A lot of these stones are multifaceous, meaning that you'll have a bird on one side, you'll flip it over. Could be another bird in a different position or a different flight. Could be a face instead of the bird on the opposite side. So back to this one. The whole outline, the head, okay, and then up here you see the head there too, smaller. Chin comes around, the lips, the nose. All right, I haven't flipped that over or tried to find what else is within that. Here's another bird. Beak, head, body. Let's see how they did the wing, and then again to make it like 3-dimensional. I know just panning across, you know, they're like, oh, rocks, rocks, rocks. But I'm telling you, I could pick them up and show you either being a tool or effigy or even flakes, but that you could tell man's been on it. Okay, I've rambled too much right now, so I'm gonna turn around and get a little quiet, and we're gonna play with this rock right here for a little bit. Okay, see y'all in a minute. Okay, I'm trying to prop this up on a rock, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't have a stand. This is like I said, I just started making a couple shorts, and now this is my first actual video. Okay, here we go. It looks like a little scraper. Now, a lot of their tools, are also vice versa. A lot of their effigies are tools. They have effigies on their tools there. That's what I'm trying to say. A lot of their tools have artwork on them too. Some don't, but some do. And let me get back to playing in the dirt. So just a second before I turn the video on, this rock was buried here. Okay, this is the rock that I just pulled out. We'll look at that in a second because I want to go back to this one. So this one was here. All these boulders have all these tools, effigies, and everything piled on them. I can dig right under here. 1 second, watch this. There's something there. It's a little big. I can't get it yet, but let's see. Good example. Underneath the rock. The phone's not facing me, so this is the first time I've tried this. It fits in the hand. I do see, a depiction. Hold on, there might be too. Yeah, eye, nose, mouth right there. So there's a face, and I was about to say, I think that's a wing. It's like a bird in flight, a depiction of a bird in flight. I probably explaining all this and got the rock outside of the view of the picture. I was somewhere right here. So that's the rock that I just pulled out for y'all. Now this is the rock before I turn the video on, like I was saying. So eye, nose, mouth. Okay, a depiction of a face. There again. Here's another eye, nose, mouth. Right. This one I want to take in and clean up a little bit. There were some other things that I seen. Okay, here you go. Eye, nose. This needs to be cleaned up. That's a spearhead. Or, okay, my fingers are fitting there. That's laid right across there. That also, instead of a spearhead, could have been used as a chopping tool, scraper, but that piece has had man all over it. And like I said, tools with depictions of animals and faces on it. Okay, so back to Alright, here we go. There's an eye, nose, a mouth. This is face. Face right here, hair. Okay, this is one I'll probably put to the side and take in to clean up a little bit better. Here's some type of animal head. I'm not sure yet. Eye, snout. So this one will go in to go get cleaned up. I wanna examine this one a little bit better. Okay. So we'll put that there for now. Well, really, eventually I'm gonna get them all in, washed up, cleaned up. Okay, see now that's got some symbols etched into it. So on these, you have to, when you start to look into it and get into it, you can feel how something fitted in their hand, how they made the grooves and all, in order to sit here and work on this, to put the nose in, to put the eye in, put the mouth in. And you need to turn them sometimes to be able to find any artwork or all the artwork that is on it. That's not all, folks. Okay, so back to just a little bit of Okay, what we got here? There's my trusty brush. I should have pulled this out for that one. Okay, now this shape, it might be a face on it or something, but this shape, you get a lot. I'm not sure exactly what it was or tool yet or not, but the shape is common is what I'm saying on this. And I haven't really cleaned it up yet, but I'm kind of seeing a beak right in here, maybe an eye. They did a lot of bird heads too, not just the whole bird body, but the bird head. Like I said earlier, I believe I've got a cardinal, some owls, some turkeys, grouse. You know, there's different. It's not just one type of bird. I see another face too, so this one needs to be cleaned up a little bit. So there's the hair they put in. Eye, nose, mouth. You know, sometimes they're subtle. Sometimes they're wide open. But however the portrait is, if you put it in your hand, it could be a left hand, could be right-handed person that did it, and that matters on the way the tool's held and used, or the way that they were able to put the depictions on it. You know, faces or animals or writing or symbols. I really shouldn't say, to us, not writing, so symbols, but it was writing to them, language to them. That piece don't, you know, it's nice. It's not one of the very impressive, a couple of nice museum pieces that I've found. I was talking about being just hunter-gatherers and travelers, not staying nowhere, not really making a community or, you know, a permanent place. This place here is just, all it screams is different than that. This was a very, very, very large community, our band. And when I say large, you know, I'm not talking about 100 people. I'm not talking about 200 people. I'm talking minimum a clan of 500 to who knows how large. Really, who knows how large that it could be. And my reason for that is there's just too much artifacts for it not being a group of people that settled and stayed here for generations upon generations upon generations. And the reason I'm saying that is just the abundance of artifacts. And I'm in my yard right now, but I have a neighbors that is maybe I wouldn't. If I walk through the woods from my house up to their house to their property, I'd be going through one property and then their property. I'm trying to give you a little bit of distance here, which an eighth of a mile. Okay, we'll say an eighth of a mile towards my left. I can go. Okay, I could go an eighth of a mile walking in a diameter from my yard, and any part of the woods that I'm walking in, pretty much every piece that I find, 3 out of 5 rocks is an artifact, and that's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. And when I say artifact, I could even be talking about just rocks that are manipulated by man's hand, picked, grounded, flaked. You know, there's different ways to look at a rock and see if there's been human hands on it. Okay, so I'm supposed to be digging, and here I am rambling. All right. Okay, what we got here? All right. Haha, this is a good one. At least I think it is. There's a bird. Beak, head. I mean, I got to go clean it up. Tail. Okay. I hope I'm getting this all on in line. Nose, mouth. Okay, there's another bird. It's sitting like that this time. See, the wing is embossed out. Okay. Tail. And look how it fits in the hand. It fits in the hand. So you got to think. So this was a communication or story time. You know, they got together and told stories around the campfires, or whenever, you know, or sat around and reminisced about it. You know, this is the bird I seen, and they took they documented. They didn't have pen and paper, so. Here's a small one. Oh, I'm getting into a good pile right there. Okay, we were talking about small. Let's see. Because this is a small rock. A lot of times, well, I can't say. Oh, okay. Now I know y'all can't see this, but this is like one. I would say this is one that I should take in and clean up a little bit better. And I still might. It might go in my pocket because it is pretty decent. I don't know if you could see it, but there's a face, a human face. All right. Nose, mouth has been put in, eye, That's all right, Peace. I've probably got a million of those. And if I took you into my house, you'd be like, hell, what the hell, caveman? There's different rocks all over the house. All in the living room floor, different piles. I kind of try to keep what I find. If it's here at the yard, then they all stay together. If I find it up on the mountaintop, then those artifacts and those tools, they stay together, so that I'm knowing exactly which spot they came from, and I'm trying to get a clue of just how big this spot was, you know, and have it documented. None of it's documented. So, okay, back to a few more minutes of this, and I'm feeling like this video, for my first video of me rambling on, is going to be too long, so I'll get off here in a second. We'll do a couple more rocks. See what we got. Okay. See, I'm getting I like the shape of that. All these are faces and heads. You know, they're making all these little trinkets and stuff like this, and putting them with these statues when they buried them. I mean, I don't understand why. I'm sure it sat out for a long time as a marker of somewhere, or outside of certain dwellings. And I guess after time, when they decided to stop using them and buried them, that they just piled other artifacts and stuff that they had. You know, they knew how to hunt. So when they hunted and gathered, you know, it wasn't like they had to do it every day. You know, a deer will last a little while. And just imagine what how long a mammoth could probably last, you know. So they had a lot of time. And this is what they did to pass their time. They kept track of their life, you know, things they've seen, things around them. And I'm really amazed at a lot of people, you know, they're like, come on, man, they're just rocks, you know, and I have to tell them, it's not the rocks are really the artifact that intrigues me. What intrigues me is this is the original people of North America. You know, this is like before woodland Indians. You know, this is the start, and it intrigues me, and it intrigues me that a human being during that time could make art depictions that are undeniable. I mean, they stand out like a sore thumb, you know. Could make that, and we don't know how to. We've lost that knowledge, and they use no power tools, you know. They it's neat. At least to me, it's neat. And I like the way that this big rock, this boulder is filling. Alright, here's some more. I hope I'm still in the camera. Alright, there's a nose. There's a mouth. And it's dark. We're night out here. I know this stuff, what I'm pointing out, might not be visible in the camera. Now look, there's the bird again. I can show you 10,000 of them in this shape. Here's the tail. And you can tell, look, feathers and stuff. Wing, head, beak. Remember I said that there's, depending on how you turn the rock, there's a beautiful face right there. See the nose and the mouth, chin, face, top of his head. I don't know where the camera is. It's dark. Me looking at this thing. And it's backwards, like I said. All right, a few more minutes. What's this here? Did a lot of bird heads too, by the way, not just bodies. There's something in that, but we'll get going. Up. I swear I hope this video is turning out right. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it is what it is. And look, it fits. It's been worked to where it fits in your hand so that you can see that artwork there. There might be more, a little bit of something else in it. Let's see. There it is again. Well, anyways. There's a symbol. There's a symbol put in right in there. That's a good piece. I'm setting it down because I've got too many. Too many. All right. I'm passing up when I'm running my hands, fingers in here. I'm passing up a bunch. I'll just do that like y'all could see it. Tons of littler rocks, you know, because I'm trying to. Tons of littler rocks. Nose, mouth. Nose, mouth. I hope that's in the camera view. See, and I ain't even brushed this off. And look, here's something. It's dirty, so I don't really know what it is. And I can brush them off out here. But when I get inside and get a fine toothbrush and a little bit of water, then that really cleans them up. I mean, a lot of these aren't the prettiest looking rocks. You know, you'd think when you see it, you know, oh, they'd be all shiny or some colorful. A lot of them, too, they practice on just regular crude rocks, you know. Not every piece was ceremonial or to be used. I meant like, say, burial sites or something. They chip out these little things in no time. And then this was little pieces that they threw into the mound or grave, you know, as respect or something traveling with. So anyways, there's your hair, nose, mouth. And look how, like I said, look how tiny that piece is. Now, I've got some tiny ones in the house. Some like this, some even a little tinier. That I don't think I've actually... Well, I do have one short on a couple, I think like two little faces. But I've got tons of them. But that are smaller than this. And you can see them. There's a nice face on one of them inside. And then you turn it like this. And you can actually, just this base here, you can actually see the outline of a bird. It's been chiseled out. Feathers have been put onto it. The tail's been separated with its feathers. Oh, to me, it's amazing. It's neat. How did they do it? That piece is kind of intriguing. I really didn't see the faces, just the type of rock it is what's intriguing me. Okay, so we got this big boulder here. This is a separate one. You know, that's another one that's coming out. Look how, that's from the other night. Oh, and on top of that, there's another rock, there's another rock, there's another rock. It's almost like, I'm beginning to wonder if that's not a wall. I'm going to go down instead of in anymore, you know, to make sure that that's not a wall. But I'm at, okay, where am I? I'm at 34 minutes. Okay, that's not bad. We'll keep going for just a little bit longer. Now let's see if I can get this back right. Propped up on this and see if we're good to go. Let me get my hand out of the way. Sorry about all the dust particles. Oh. Okay, let's see, where are we at? There's the shovel. Okay. I'm probably jamming dirt all into my damn charging port. I'll be alright. Alright, let's see. Yeah, hurry the hell up, Jamie. Okay, let me see something here. Okay, now is that better? Okay. I'm trying, people. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna stop here in a minute and not try to be so freaking perfect. So what are you telling me? Are you telling me if I put a rock in front of it, it'll hold it? Oh, I kind of like that. There for a second. Where we go? Okay. Okay. Now that one people would kind of be questionable. Like I said, though, you know, a lot of practice pieces. Something then didn't start turning out right, and they were like, we'll stop working on that and go to something else, you know. But embossed, raised, wing, head, tail. Oh, I think I see a cat right here. Cat, mountain lion, bobcat. Possibly. There's a bird head maybe. Or a head screaming. Eye, nose, mouth. I see the face there. I see it there. I don't know if you can or not. Oh. Okay, what we got? Rock. Up. 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 Oh yeah. Here's one I want to clean up. See, I'm getting to where I know shapes without even having to clean them off yet. And when it hit the ground, looked over, you heard me go, oh, yeah. I seen the shape, so I knew what was coming out of this. That's a pretty looking rock too. Okay. There's a bird. The head, beak, there's wing, tail, body. Okay, let's see if I see anything else in it. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah. There's a face right here. With the bird head sitting on top, beak, eyes. There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on in here. It's almost like drawing. That's a pretty piece. That needs to be taken in. And okay, so depiction of a bird. Let's see. Another depiction of a bird, the way he's sitting. That one goes like that. There's another depiction of the bird. Where was that? And there's another depiction of the bird. Beak, head, body, tail. That's a pretty piece. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but it's got some crystal in it. Tool and artifact completely surrounding these totems. All right, we're talking about sizes now. Different sizes. This one looks a little crude, and nope, I'll throw that one away. I didn't like it. Okay, here's a shrewd point with the face. Let me clean this one off just a little so you can see. Yep. Okay. Eye, nose, mouth, chin. But I hope I'm in view. And like I said, remember, depending on how you hold them, that's a slot for my finger. That's a flat for the pinky. There's a little point for that. So they held it so that they could work on this face. You know, that eye is etched in there. That eye, that nose is put in there. That mouth is chipped out in there. All right, so one. Well, you see this one? It's been chipped out. It's been hollowed out. I just missed what I was looking at. So, nose, mouth. Oh man, this was carved in here nicely. Okay, I hope I'm getting into my camera and I'm not too close or whatever. I've never done this before, y'all. All right, check this out. Mouth, nose. There's another depiction of a face. Ow, that feels. That's probably a cutting tool, and my thumb lock's there. That's grooved. My finger's there. That's sharp. That's why I said oh when I picked it up. That's probably some type of knife, a little cutting thing. But so what I just picked this back up to, you know, the face. I picked it back up because I want to show you. Same style pattern rock, same shape. There's that face. And now I was just saying, let me get this little twig. Now I was just like, ooh, I like this one. Both of these coming off the top of here. Okay. Eye, nose, mouth. It's pretty as could be. If you could see it. I know it's probably hard on camera. I wish that y'all were right here with me and having these pieces in your hand so that you could see. All right, now check this out. Well, I just broke my little twig. See if I can get another little pointer here. Okay. Now check this out. Eyeball, nose, mouth. You turn it like that, you can really see it. Eyeball, nose, mouth. I don't know if you could see that small face or not. That's the same rock that we were just messing with the big face. Two rocks, same shape. But I'm crazy. Oh, but I'm crazy. All I've got is just rocks. They're just rocks. They're just rocks. I'm crazy. Okay. Get this pile. There's one. Okay. There's one. I kind of like that feel. Okay, let's see. There's two. Just a digging in the dirt. Just a digging in the dirt. How small it is. Oh, there's a face or a head or something. Animal, some type of animal. You can see this overlaid. We're back on small. Oh, don't drop it. Eye, nose, mouth. Looks like his hair, the way they've embossed that right there. Oh. Nose, eye. Look how tiny. Small. Alright, I felt a couple more good ones. Probably another point or scraper. Point or scraper. Okay. As soon as we get a big one out, I'll turn it off. Okay. I'll let y'all go here in 1 minute, if you're even sticking around. There's a face. There's a face. A little dirty. Let's clean it up. Okay. That's some type of tool. But all these are, every single rock I've picked up, it's depicting of something. They just need to be cleaned. There's faces, there's all kinds of stuff. Okay, but like I said, let's get one big piece out and examine it. And then, well, two big pieces, because this was just sitting in the bottom, and I'd like to see what's going on. One day I'll take you out to the front yard. I built a garden box, and in front of the garden box I've got a little triangle set up with probably 20 medium-sized effigies, human heads, birds, cats, woolly mammoth, nice size. It's pretty looking. What a mess. I don't know. Anyways, me just rambling again. Okay. I think I seen whole face on that side right there in the shadows. I do believe. And some of these, it takes a, okay, there's a bird. There's a nice bird right there. I don't know if the shadows are doing what they're supposed to be doing for you yet, but beak, it's the head. Here's a wing, sitting like that, sitting upright. I don't know. Not sure if y'all seen that. Oh. Eye, mouth. That looks like, I don't know, a dinosaur or something maybe. Perfect nose. Eye, mouth, the way it fits in your hand, it holds so that the portrait or whatever you're looking at is right there for you. I said, and look, there's an etched in some kind of symbol for the eyes. So, what was I just gonna say? I do not remember. Pardon me. Okay, here's the big one. I said we'll get out, and then we'll cut this video tonight. I'll try to. Oh yeah, I like this. I'll try to go in and go to bed. I don't know. It's probably like 2, 3. Oops, it's probably like 2, 3 in the morning right now. I hope that's right. So, this is a medium-sized rock that we're pulling off from around the boulders, and the rest of these artifacts, effigies, stone art, pre-clovis. And I'm going to tell you why I think this site's really pre-clovis, Paleolithic site. I'm not finding arrowheads. And when I say arrowheads, a lot of people that kind of want to be like, oh, those are just rocks, those aren't anything, you know. They have the idea of what we've been taught of the woodland Indians, okay, and that's a time period. The woodland Indians more refined the arrowhead. They used the bow and arrow, okay. A lot of these pre-clovis sites, Paleolithic, they didn't use bow and arrow yet. They used spears. And some of their points, you know, they weren't the beautiful, sharp, shiny, you know, cut you. Some of them were crude, very heavy, more like being hit by a hammer that will penetrate you. You know, a lot of the spearheads and stuff will just have one side that's kind of sharp. And then the back base is more flat, wide, you know. But it still comes to that point that will penetrate. And then with enough force, you know, whether it's from being thrown or just from being lunged, you know, it could do its damage. And if the rock's heavy enough, I mean, sometimes it doesn't need to penetrate. You know, you get hit with a large enough object in the head that it could be the demise of you. Oh, and look here, I'm sitting here staring down at the ground while I'm talking to y'all, and this face is, oh, I just dropped it, and now I gotta remember, is this it? Oh, is this it? Yes, this is it. Okay. And I already see a couple faces, at least 2 right now. What are you doing, One Eye? That's One Eye, the wildcat. I don't know if he's on video or not. Alright, do I got a little pointer? That's too soft. Too flimsy. Piece of grass, too flimsy. Alright, here we go. Oh, okay, the phone's moved, so let me get back in the video. And let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, nose, eye, nose, mouth. There's one. Here's another one. Mouth, nose, eye. Here's another one. Eye, nose, mouth. Okay, let's see what we got there. Not sure. Okay. So back to this big rock that I just pulled out so I can let everybody go. Oh, this one of the rocks just come out. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? I'm curious to see how this video is gonna turn out. Tail, wing that's been embossed, beak, head, bird head. There it is. Eye, beak, wing, body. Depending on which way you want to hold it. Here, we'll turn it like that too. Head, tail, wing, body. Another bird. So on the last rock, so we can get out here. Oh, hold on. Let me see here. I just put that down. That bird. Let me think about this. Anyways, so I'm not gonna think about it too much. What I'm stumbling on right now is the repeated pattern, shape, different size. Okay. Oh, see this all curved out here? That's for your hand to hold, so you can tell the story. You can tell all your buddies about this big ass beautiful bluebird or cardinal or pterodactyl or whatever. Beak, head, right? It's embossed out. There's the shape of a wing. Here's the tail. Okay. The back side does not look. I see stuff there, but okay. So it's a little different now. I was telling you, sometimes instead of using the shape of the rock, sometimes there will be pictures and shapes inside. You know, like I'll have to go in and study this, but it looks pretty intriguing to me. That I think there's things within here, some faces. I don't know. I just gotta remember the dinosaurs. I could show you some heads up front in front of the garden box that, if you look at it, you'll be like, that's a dinosaur head. I see the teeth. I see everything in that depiction. So back on. Oh, and in the house, I've got some the birds, you know, predatorial birds that run around. I got some bust of those inside the house. Okay, my battery's running low. The flash died, so I'll try to make this one quick. Okay, back on the big rock that we just pulled out. Okay. Beak, eye, wing, and that is, oh man, that flashlight's killing me. Okay, that bird is kind of like standing up, but see the beak. Get that dirt off of it. There's still some dirt on it. That flashlight's messing things up. Okay, that's it standing up like that, right? Okay, now if we took that rock, did you see what I just did? Here's what I did. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here's that bird. There we go. There's that bird standing up like that. Now I'm gonna take this rock and I'm gonna flip it and turn it around and turn it around. Oh, and then I'm gonna grab it by the handles that they got and show you the other bird. Man, that almost looks like a face too. But so that's the big rock out. Adios, y'all. We went past an hour. First video. Peace and chicken grease. I'm out.